Good morning for Friday, February 17th, 2023. So this morning, I requested Archangel Michael to come forward. And I asked Archangel Michael to provide me with a personal message and asked him if he wanted to provide the collective message. And he said for the collective message, he wanted me to use my Into the Lonely Woods Oracle deck. And the card that he chose Thank you, Michael. Yes. And the card that Archangel Michael chose was card number 24. Yes, thank you so much. Between Two Worlds. And with this card, Archangel Michael says that sometimes there seems to be a great chasm between what is and what we desire for the future. A difference between the old way and the desire for a new way. Yes. And that sometimes to bridge that gap can seem enormous. Michael tells us that we have the ability to dream a new dream, to not be defined by the old story, and to create the new story. Yes, so beautiful. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And that at a certain moment, that little spark will set you on a different trajectory. You may have a magical moment, or hear a bird, or see a butterfly, or find a coin. There will be a moment that you just know in your soul, yes, that things have shifted for you, and the bridge between the old and the new is not so great. May Archangel Michael provide you with that little spark to help you bridge the gap. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for this collective message for the 17th day of February. So now let's break down the video into still images of the light and the light in slow motion. First, we're going to take a look at Archangel Michael. Michael entered the room, and the first thing he did was go over the photograph of my cat, Boo Boo. Now, if you have watched my video of Archangel Michael's visit with me on February 1st, 2023, then you may recall that Michael did exactly the same thing during that visit. Archangel Michael was the first being of light that I ever photographed when I captured his light descending into the hindquarters of Boo Boo on the afternoon of September 7th, 2007. So my visual awareness of Archangel Michael began with Boo Boo. And over the years, I have photographed Michael with Boo Boo many, many times. as such, Michael holds a very special place in my heart. And Michael was using Boo Boo's photograph to communicate our connection with one another. Next, Michael went directly over the Between Two Worlds oracle card to acknowledge the card that he had drawn for us. Then he went over the candle that says, Make a Wish. He then went back over the photograph of Boo Boo before he left. Now, in the slow motion clip I'm now going to share with you, I want you to also see how Michael has some fun before he leaves by popping back up into the frame as if to say, I'll be back. Now, did you realize that the first thing that Archangel Gabriel did was descend over the picture of Boo Boo? So now let's take a look at the still images of Archangel Gabriel's light. After Gabriel went over Boo Boo's photograph, he acknowledged the two stuffed animals I have sitting on my chair. A wolf and a one-of-a-kind teddy bear. This was Gabriel's way of telling us to have childlike wonder when we are living between two worlds. Children have the ability to find great joy in the ordinary. Now, when we underexpose the same image, we can see that Gabriel's white light is surrounded by blue and purple. This took me by surprise, for I have never seen the light of Archangel Gabriel contain the colors of blue and purple. In fact, Gabriel usually comes to me in gold or golden white. But as I have said before, color is information, and the light can come in any combination of colors to communicate a message. Gabriel then went over to my large angel statue. When we underexpose the same image, we see even more color around his core white light. This color combination was Gabriel's way of aligning with Archangel Michael, since these are Michael's signature colors with me. Gabriel says, if he can change his colors to confirm Michael's message to us, and in turn reveal something new about himself, then we have the same power to change the colors in our own life and create a new story. Now let's take a look at two still images of Mother Mary's light as she was leaving the room. In these images, her light appears white, but when we underexpose the same two images, we see her light has a great deal of purple and blue. And so, like Archangel Gabriel, she used the color combinations in order to share with us that she was aligning with Archangel Michael's message to us. Now let's look at some still images of Jesus' light, which reveals something very special for us. Jesus came in when I was saying that we do not have to be defined by the old story and can create a new story. His light appeared white and was shaped in the form of a sacred Vesica Piscis. When we underexpose the images, we see that Jesus changed the colors of the two intersecting circles. In doing so, Jesus provided us with a moving visual message of our power to bridge the chasm between two perceived worlds, between the physical world and the non-physical world. And when we bridge the chasm between the two worlds, we create a new story for ourselves and for humanity. Finally, Archangel Michael came in for a second time. In these still images, we can see how he first illuminated my Jesus ornament, which was his way of acknowledging Jesus' appearance and his message. And when we underexpose his light, we now see his stunning purple and blue colors. He then went over to my angel statue, and we see the amazing swirl of colors contained within his light. And as Michael prepared to leave, we can see that Michael encircled Boo Boo's photograph in his light. And for me, that is Michael's love on full display. I conclude this experience with Michael's light in slow motion. I thank you so much for being on this journey with me, and thank you for watching. Be well.